Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? I'm sure you are in good health. Before I start, I have you guys know me already. There's a saying that if you don't know that person, how can you love that person? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Daffa Maulana. You can call me Aqshal. I study in Department of Government Science, Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta. On this happy occasion, I would like to speak about Indonesian education in 2020. We often hear the word education, but what does it mean? We can see on the slide, the meaning of education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, morals, beliefs, and habits. Or in other words, education is the process formation and change of behavior people. I can make this simple. You can see on the slide. The first picture is we can see that a woman is confused by the mathematical question. 6 plus 3, she cannot answer. But let's see the second picture. She studied mathematics because she realized that she can answer question. And finally, we can see in the third picture, after studying, she can answer question 6 plus 3 is 9. There is a simple example for the meaning of education. Policy on education. Number 1. Preamble to the 1945 Constitution, the goals of the Indonesian state is ended the life of nation. Number 2. Chapter 31, Paragraph 1, every citizen has the right to studying. Number 3. Chapter 31, Paragraph 2, the government seeks and organizes a national studying system regulated by law. Number 4. Government Regulation 47 of 2008, every citizen must study. Part 1. Education Development. The fourth of Sustainable Development Goals is ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Education is part of the direction of human resource development, namely building quality, competitive, hardworking, dynamic, productive, skilled human resource, mastering science and technology, supported by industrial collaboration and global talents. Part 2. School Facilities and Infrastructure. Number 20, Chapter 45 of 2003 about National Education System, that each educational unit provides facilities and infrastructure that meet educational needs in accordance with the growth and development of the physical, intellectual, social, emotional, and psychological potential student. Educational facilities and infrastructure must be available as much as possible to support the implementation of the learning process teaching, so that students can follow the learning process comfortable and without any problems. Did you know, guys? More than 70% of classrooms at every level of education are in bad condition. We can see on the slide. Elementary school, 78.79% likely damage and 7.93% heavily damaged. In junior high school, 77.53% likely damaged and 5.35% heavily damaged. In senior high school, 70.20% likely damage and 2.70% heavily damaged. In vocational school, 68.62% likely damage and 1.50% heavily damaged. This is bad news for us. Part 3. The role of government. Zoning policy in the system acceptance of new students is one of the efforts to increase access to education service. In the context of optimizing educational service that quality and competitive. There is stable number of school by school status and level education in the 2000 and 2018 until 2020 academic years. With the implementation of the zoning-based PPTP rules, we can see from the table that the average growth is growing. Part 4. The role of government and private. In accordance with Law Number 20 of 2003, education provided in Indonesia are not only limited to government, but can also involve the community or private to contribute to the provision of education. There is table percentage of school by school status and level education in the 2019 until 2020 academic year. In elementary school, there is a more public school, and in junior high school, there is more in public school. In senior high school, there is more in private school, and in vocational school, there is private school. The number of students following a pattern that is in line with the total number of public and private schools. Most of the students attend public school rather than private school. Cost consideration lower school because they have received subsidies from the government is one of the attractions of public school. There is a development of student education because government and private. Part 5. Education and gender. One of the targets in the 4th and 5th Sustainable Development Goals are quality education and gender equality. In line with things that equality in education, one of which is to ensure that male and female have equal access to education. There is percentage of students by education level and gender academic year 2019 until 2020. Based on the table, we all know that male and female students are almost the same on average. This is good news for us. Part 6. Conclusion. From the previous data, we all know that education should be important for citizens, but the government ignores it. It is evident from the number of facilities and orders that are not fulfilled. This is a quote from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Okay, this is the end of my speech today. I hope we can take a good lesson from what I delivered today. I ask forgiveness for any words and behavior which are not supposed to be. Thanks very much for your kind attention today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.